Hey, it's Boiler from Hitman Credit Solutions. Today I'm going to talk about credit repair secret number 2. Call it number 2 just because it's the second one I'm talking about, not because it's the second most important or the second easiest or anything like that. So today's secret is to use blue ink when you write dispute letters. So the theory is that blue ink cannot be read by e-Oscar system. E-Oscar system is the system that the reporting agencies use to keep track of disputes. So e-Oscar is what will verify most of the disputes. So that's a computer system. It's all algorithms. The theory is that you want a human to look at it, not just these computers. So the theory with blue ink is that the scanner can't read blue ink as well as black ink, and it'll kick it out and it'll have a human read it. So let's look at our results. To start out, my book is called Fix Your Dumpster Fire Credit. Always makes me laugh, just the dumpster fire. Anyhow, if you go to hitmancredit.com, you can download a free copy. What's the number 2 credit repair secret? Notice I put secrets there in quotation. Blue ink. So let's talk about blue ink. Does it increase the rate of credit dispute success? When you send in disputes, are you more likely to have success with blue ink or black ink? So you'll read a lot of people out there saying to put blue ink in there for whatever reason. They say the e-Oscar system, which is the system that the 3 credit reporting agencies use, doesn't recognize blue ink, and then a human has to look at it. So let's look at that a little bit closer. So for our test, we used 200 disputes from a credit repair agency in the United States. I'm not going to say who because you're going to see some of their statistics. So we used 200 disputes. We sent out 100 in black ink and then 100 with about 25% blue ink. So a couple things highlighted in blue ink that if you couldn't read them, you wouldn't get the gist of what's going on. So it was critical information that was in blue ink. To measure success, you have to define success. Any of these letters that had one or more items removed, that's what we considered success just for this experiment, not necessarily what the credit repair people considered success, but just for this test, that's how we defined it. We sent the 100 letters apiece to all 3 credit reporting agencies. Just for review, the 3 credit reporting agencies in the United States that are major are Equifax, Experian, and the Red-Headed Stepchild TransUnion. I just called them the Red-Headed Stepchild just because they were last. They're all the same to me, so I don't really have a favorite. So the issues that we were disputing were just the issues that we were going to dispute anyhow. There weren't any necessarily important ones or unimportant ones. Whether they'd been disputed before or not was not considered. So, take all of this with a grain of salt. This was not scientific, but what we were hoping is that if blue ink significantly increased our success, that this little experiment would show it. So, maybe 15 or 20% bump in success rate when we use blue is what we were hoping for. And the reason that we did this was to increase our success rate. If it works, we should use it. You should use it. So here's the results. This test was done in December of 2019. So if you are listening to me in December of 2057, this information might be a little bit stale. 2020, 21, probably still pretty relevant. So as you can see, we sent in 100 letters, dispute letters apiece. The normal agency rate they claimed was 57%. For success, their definition of success is a little bit different than mine, so we use that rate. The test results for the black ink were 58% successful, which is pretty consistent with 57% successful. It's kind of right in line with what the credit repair agency told me was to be expected. And then the blue ink had a 54% success rate, which is a little bit below the normal rate, but I think it's so close that it's probably insignificant. So if you look at the difference, The black is just a little bit better. The blue's a little bit worse. Nothing significant there. I don't see a 15% swing on the blue. So based on these test results, how should we think about this secret? I think blue ink is an urban credit repair legend. So don't go out and register that domain name, Urban Credit Repair Legend. Just a joke there. So I think it's been debunked. Hey, look, I use blue ink. I believe that blue ink is a legend, and it may have worked back when scanners weren't as good as they are now, when technology wasn't as good as it is now. But as of 2019 in December, I'm recording this a little bit after that because we had to compile the information. But at this time, I think blue ink is a complete waste of time. You've seen the results of our study. Were you impressed? I wasn't. So one thing to think about is if you use blue ink, it doesn't cost anything. If you want to write a dispute letter, handwrite it in blue ink, doesn't cost any more than black ink. If you're going to do your dispute letters on a computer and you highlight something and make it blue, then that doesn't cost you anything either. So I don't think it does anything. I think we've debunked that, but it doesn't cost anything either. So it's a low cost, low reward. Low cost, low reward. So if you want to do it, but it's not a necessity. I don't do it. So have a great day. Hope you enjoyed our video. Please like this video. Also click the subscribe button down below, and you can subscribe to my channel, and there's a bell next to it that you can click, and it'll notify you every time that I put out a new YouTube video. Thanks.